So hello guys. In this lesson, we'll solve the first part of a question involving the titration of an acid against a base. We'll do this in order to better understand quantitative analysis. Now here's the question. 0.25 mole per dm cubed of hydrochloric acid was titrated against 25 milliliters of a solution containing 6.5 grams of hydrated sodium trioxocarbonate 4 in 200 milliliters of solution. Given the table below, determine the following. 1. The molar concentration of the base. So we'll start with this question to determine the molar concentration of this base. To do this, we must observe the parameters that have been given in this question. The first thing we were given is the concentration of the acid to be 0.25 mole per dm cubed. We're also given a table detailing the volume of acid needed in the first 3 titrations, that is the first, second, and third titrations. Now, we have to obtain an average to use as the volume of acid in this titration reaction. That average can be obtained by adding up the first titer value, the second, and the third titer value and dividing by 3. Let's do that very quickly with our calculator. So we have 23.1 plus 23 plus 22.9, and this gives us 69. Then when we divide by 3 to obtain the average, we have the volume of acid used to be 23 milliliters or 23 cm cubed. Now, since we're looking for the molar concentration of the base, we'll have Cb to be unknown. The volume of the base was given to be 25 milliliters, otherwise known as 25 centimeter cube. Next thing we need to solve this question is the number of moles of acid and number of moles of base used. Now, we can obtain that from our balanced chemical equation. From this equation, you can see that 2 moles of acid, HCl, so Na is equal to 2, reacts with 1 mole of base, which is the hydrated sodium trioxocarbonate 4. So the number of moles of the base will be equal to 1. With this, we can now solve. We'll solve using the formula given in a previous lesson, that the concentration of the acid times the volume of the acid used over the concentration of the base times the volume of the base used will be equal to the number of moles of the acid over the number of moles of the base. With this formula, when we plug in all of the parameters that we have, we obtain this. So to solve for the concentration of the base now, we simply cross multiply, and this gives us Cb times 25 times 2 equals 0.25 times 23 times 1. To obtain the value of Cb, we simply divide both sides by 25 times 2. This cancels this, leaving the molar concentration of the base to be equal to 0.25 times 23 divided by 25 divided by 2. So we have the molar concentration of the base to be 0.115 mole per dm cubed. And that's it. Let's try the second question. The second question has it that we should find the mass concentration of the base. To do this, we must remember what was told in the question. We heard that 6.5 grams of the base is dissolved in 200 cm cube of solution. Now, we all know that the mass concentration of a substance is the mass in grams of that substance dissolved in 1000 cm cubed or 1 dm cube of solution. So all we have to do is say that since 6.5 grams of the substance, that is the base, is dissolved in 200 cm cubed of solution, then we'll ask ourselves how many grams, let's represent that grams with X, will be dissolved in 1000 cm cubed of solution. Now to find the value of x here, we have to cross multiply. This gives us 200 times x equals 6.5 times 1000. Now to find the value of x, we divide both sides by 200. And this gives us the value of x to be, let's do that very quickly, divided by 200, 32.5 grams per dm cubed. So we have the mass concentration of the base to be 32.5 grams per dm cubed. And that's all for this lesson. In another lesson, we'll solve 2 more questions to better understand this. See you soon.